At this hour, and we'll begin in Mombasa, where reporter Francis Mtalaki is covering a meeting of head teachers as they take stock of matters education at this time when schools have closed for the April holidays. Mtalaki, good morning. What is the top agenda?
Well, the top agenda in today's meeting from the secondary school teachers from Machakos County has to do on how to improve the education standards in Machakos County, and the governor himself is here to attend this meeting with regard to bettering the education in Machakos County. And I want to bring in him so that we can be able to digest more in terms of education matters. Governor, welcome to Season TV, and tell us what is the purpose of today's meeting, and what is your message in terms of the stakeholders that you are meeting today?
I think it's a very important meeting when you get heads of secondary schools, not just from Machakos but also from the eastern region, who are here talking about the welfare of our children and education. But the message that I want to give them is about poverty. It's about this country. Many times we've seen teachers on strike. Why are teachers on strike? They're not strike because they need more money. Teachers are not greedy. When I grew up, my teachers were not greedy. They live very humble lives. They are asking for more money always to be paid because the cost of living in this country is becoming very high. The economic condition of this country is such that you need more money to survive. That is why you find doctors asking for more money, teachers asking for more money. Everybody is asking for a pay rise, especially where they have a bargaining position. Nurses were on strike the other day. Why? It's because the cost of living has gone up. You look at the salary that you are given. You divide that salary with your rent, you divide that salary with your food, with education for your children, with your normal upkeep, you find you're saving zero. Actually, you're barely surviving from hand to mouth because the cost of living has gone up. There's very little money in circulation at this time, basically because of corruption and other activities. So the message I want to give them is that today we need to start thinking about why are Kenyans suffering. We are suffering because of two main reasons. One, we are suffering because of bad politics. Our politicians are all over the country. Wanarukaruka hapa, kurukaruka hapa, wanaenda function. You cannot build a country by going to function after function after function. Who is sitting in the office? Who is coordinating work? Who is organizing process? He mengia. If you are jumping up and down, you have no time to run the country, you know? Right now, I think, apart from a few ministers, this country is only being run by Uhuru Kenyatta. You are the one you are seeing him chairing meetings and spending days in the office. The other leaders who are supposed to be helping him are running to one show, running to another church function, running to another function, and our people are getting poorer. You are not going to create employment by going to functions. You are going to create employment by sitting down with your people, by working on how we are going to grow the economy, how you are going to get industries coming up, how you are going to give our people subsidy, how you are going to speed up the construction of our roads, how you are going to pour more money so that people feel there's money in the country. So that's the message I'm giving them today, that our economy has been ruined by corruption. But it's not just that our economy has ruined by corruption. What are teachers doing about it?
Of course, this meeting comes at a time whereby also head teachers are also meeting in Nakuru County. So what do you expect as the president also addresses other teachers in Nakuru County?
You know, the main message, and I think the president is out, should be, the main message is, and this is a message that I'm giving them, we need to have in our curriculum lessons about corruption. Our children need to grow up understanding the effects of corruption. Understanding that when you look at a thief, halafu seme ni wewe tu ndio kiongozi wetu, and that is a thief that has made you go to school that does not even have a roof. That is a thief that has eaten your money in such a way that you are suffering, you went to school hungry, and yet you think that is the leader you should elect. We need to teach people that corruption is like poison. When you uplift people who are corrupt, you are basically poisoning your system, and eventually you will die. The amount of money that we have in this country is equal to the amount of money that is in many countries. I was talking to a fellow governor who is in South Korea. He was telling me that it's a shock. He looks at the amount of money they have and the way they use the money. They're equivalent to Kenya. But they are a first world nation. They were at par with us when Kenyatta died. So basically the message napatia wananchi ni kwamba tumechoka bana. And that is why we need a generational change. Hao viongozi ambao wako wametufanyia kazi nzuri, wameumba nchi, wako sawa, lakini wakati wetu umefika wa kusema tutengeneze uchumi. We want a new leadership. that is focused in getting our people to have money in their pockets. We don't take watu wetu wana pesa kwa mfuko. Hao wengine wanataka siasa tu, siasa tu, siasa tu kila wakati. Nani anachukua 2022, nani anafanya 2022. Tunauliza, what do they have to offer? We have young leaders like ourselves who are energetic, who can change this country for each of one of us.
Of course, your meeting also has been questioned by a section of people saying that maybe you could be strategizing in terms of your ambitions come 2022.
No, it's important for us to spread the message and to tell our young people, even as we approach 2022, do not give up. Watu wengi wamekata kauli, wamekufa roho bana. Unakuta kijana anafanya kazi kutoka asubuhi mpaka jioni, anapata shilingi 50. Akienda nyumbani, hana hata chakula cha kumpa mke wake. Mama ana chakula champa mtoto wake. Anakaa nyumbani, anafungua redio, anasikia dams mabilioni 21 billion imelipwa. Wengine wanasema hiyo si pesa nyingi. Zimelipwa, zimekulwa na wananchi. Na mtu amefanya kazi chungu nzima hana pesa. People are giving up. Mimi nataka kuambia msikufe roho. Kuna kijana anaitwa Alfred Nganga Mutua, kuna vijana wengine, kuna viongozi wengine ambao kama nyinyi wamelelewa na shida. Tunasema wakati wa kuokoa nchi yetu umefika. Do not give up. Sisi tumechoka. Now in Kenya we are not looking at tribes. Tuko one tribe, the tumechoka tribe. Na hiyo tribe ndio tunasema tuungane si wote tupindue hali yetu ya maisha. The power is in our hands.
Of course, in the last 48 hours, we are quoted saying that if President Uhuru Kenyatta does not act in terms of the war on corruption, then he's going to lose it. Why did you say so? Why do you think so?
I mean, it's very clear. Kenyans are tired, and we are tired of getting small fish being arrested. Uhuru Kenyatta was in Machakos the other day when he was launching the number, Huduma number. Launching Huduma number in Machakos, in Masi actually, where I was born. Just a few meters from my house where I was born in Masi. And I told the president, you started lifestyle audit. Ikaenda wapi? Mimi nilifanya yangu. Wewe umefanya yako. President Uhuru said yeye amefanya yake. Sema sawa, lakini wengine wamefanya. Because wakati alisema lifestyle audit, wengine wakisema you are targeting a few people. Kama wewe hujaiba, kama hii helicopter ni yako, kama hii hoteli ni yako, kama hizi gari ni zako, kama hii biashara ni yako, na hujaiba, unaogopa nini? Unaogopa nini? Lakini wezi ambao ameiba mali ambao sio yao ni mali yetu, ndio wanaogopa lifestyle audit. Kwa hivyo nikamwambia Uhuru Kenyatta, nikamwambia tafadhali Mheshimiwa Rais kwa nyenyekevu tufanye lifestyle audit, lakini Wakenya watake kuona hati watu wadogo sijui procurement officer, sijui nani permanent secretary, sijui nani. Tunataka the big fish wakamatwe, wapelekwe korokoroni na wafungwe, ndio watu wajue haijalishi wewe ni nani katika nchi yetu ya Kenya, mwizi ni mwizi na ukiiba unawaua wa Kenya wenzetu.
Thank you so much, Governor, for your time. Well, that was Machakos Governor Alfred who was speaking to us a number of issues. And he says that it is time for President Uhuru Kenyatta to crack the whip more in terms of the war on corruption, but more is at stake here in terms of education matters, and specifically from Machakos County, and Meru County is also here, and we'll be keeping you posted on what is happening here in Mombasa County with regard to education matters, and specifically from Machakos County.